Hi, I'm Mike. It's Christmas Eve, but the ranch never takes vacation. The cows still need fed and water still need filled, and the animals never give you a day off on our Wyoming Life. In a lot of ways, Christmas around here has to be treated just like every other day. Even though Erin's inside baking up a storm, making Christmas goodie plates for all the neighbors. In fact, let me give you a sneak peek of what keeps me warm while I'm outside working. Inside, she's making fry pan cookies, scotcheroos, peanut butter blossoms, fudge, Chex Mix, and I think sugar cookies, which will hopefully all be waiting for me when I get back inside. But first things first, we need to take care of the animals. Of course, the cows need fed. You have to do that every single day. The bulls also need fed, and I'm going to take you along with me as we venture into the bull pasture and see if the cold weather has calmed them down a little bit. They've been a little frisky lately. Once everybody's fed, then we can go and check and fill waters. And hopefully, that's the extent of the work that we're going to do for today. It is a holiday after all, and definitely a day that's better spent inside, warm and toasty. So it's going to be a short one, and we can get right to it. As Erin gets to work making sweets and Grace looks on, we can finish up feeding the cows. With such bitter temperatures, we actually feed a little more than we normally would. Cows use digestion to help them produce body heat, and the more they eat, the warmer they are. So we'll feed a couple extra bales today. Usually, I do this on holidays anyway, to give the cows a little extra. Yeah, they don't know the date, but in a way, they're part of our family. I could get them an iPod or something, but then they'd have to share it. This way, they all get a little something extra. If not in their stocking, then in their bellies. With them happy and taken care of, we can now take another bale and head towards the bull pasture. The bull pasture is located on the other side of the highway, away from the cows, and for good reason. The bulls can smell a cow in heat from quite a ways away, and we don't want the bulls to get any ideas if they think there's an available cow somewhere. So they live on their own, in their own private bachelor pad for about 9 months out of the year. They hang out with other bulls and do bull stuff, which usually involves fighting and trying to prove dominance. When feeding the bulls, we have to be on our toes. Just like with a cow, you never know what a bull is thinking, but I usually assume that a bull is thinking something along the lines of, this guy is on my turf, or some other macho BS, so I stay alert. The bull gate is always locked, with a padlock. A few years ago, somebody thought it'd be funny to open the bull gate in the middle of the night, and I woke up to sirens and the highway patrol directing traffic on the highway. No one was hurt, and I got the bulls back in, but since then, it's better to be safe than sorry. Once we're in the pasture, we can cut the net wrap off the bale. Net wrap is what is applied to the bale when it's made, and it holds it together. The bulls seem pretty mellow today, which is a good thing. I think the low temps have taken it out of them. The bale is dropped into the feeder, which contains a bulk of the hay, reducing the waste the bulls make by spreading it around or standing in it. The bale will last them about a week, as they eat about 40 pounds of hay per day. Not like they have anything or anyone else to do. As we head back to the shop, we can swing into the house and check on Erin. The scotcheroos and the fudge are already done, and she's trying a new recipe with saltine toffee candy. A little unorthodox, but I'll go with it. I like saltines, I like toffee, and I like candy. The fry pan cookies look like they're done as well, and Erin is putting the finishing touches on her traditional Chex Mix. As much as I'd love to stay and eat, it's back out into the cold for us, where we can start checking and filling the multiple stock tanks that keep the animals hydrated. There are 4 different stock tanks we need to check. The bull tank I know is full. I filled it yesterday. And the corral tank for the replacement heifers and steers is filling nicely. The stock tank heater keeps things thawed and happy. A cow tank is a different story. It's empty, with a crust of ice built up around it. This is actually a temporary tank, as our usual tank and water supply have recently failed, and that repair project is on the project list. But it's a quick fix with the ice, a few sharp kicks, and we can get their water going. As we head in to check the water that supplies the horses and the bred heifers, well, that's where we find a problem. Their stock tank heater has failed. Tank heaters work really hard, especially in this kind of weather. But when they break, they cause all kinds of problems and need to be replaced. Frozen water is no good to anyone, even cows. So we start the process of breaking the ice, and this ice is thick. Luckily, I brought my trenching shovel, which actually makes short work of ice. Once the ice is broken, then we can get the chunks out using a pitchfork to fish it out and throw it off to the side. Then it's time to grab a new tank heater and take it over to the tank, plugging it in and letting it get to work. With that done, we still have to check the pig's water, which I know is frozen. The same process takes place there as we start breaking ice and breaking the tank. The ice that built up made the plastic of the tank brittle, and with one whack of the shovel, either me or the ice has split the side of the tank. I'm blaming the ice. This is an added problem. Another problem that I didn't think about is that the camera batteries don't last long enough in the cold, and this one is gonna die. Quickly, let's toss in a new water tank and get it filling up. We are just gonna have to hand water the pigs 3 times a day until we can get their water tank fixed again. Not a big deal, just more time out in the great Wyoming tundra. And I guess that's it. Battery dead. I'll finish up and meet you in the house, where the cookies are out of the oven, and Erin is applying the finishing touches. Where the kids play and be all silly, and where I finally get to take off cold, wet, and dirty boots. And we're back in the warmth of the house. And I'm not going to lie, it feels really nice. My boots are soaked, my socks are wet, and I'm freezing right now. But I feel like the luckiest guy on the planet. I've got my family around me, with more on the way. My mom and stepdad are due in from Idaho today. Hey Kenzie, that rhymes. I hope you have a great Christmas as well. The ranch doesn't stop, and Tuesday we'll be back to tackle more chores on the project list. Thursday, you can join Erin and I for a special little chat as we live stream together. And next Sunday, I really want you to look forward to a special year-end episode coming up. It's going to be awesome. Have a great Christmas. Cherish those around you and be thankful you don't have to freeze your toes off. And if you do, I'm right there with you. Have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.